I'm excited about Toy Story 5. I want to share my predictions for what the story will be. While I would have liked a different direction for Toy Story 5, I am going to be using the information that they've already released to make my ideal version that I would love to see for Toy Story 5. If you would like to see a different story for Toy Story 5, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's get into what my predictions will be. The movie starts with Bonnie playing with Buzz and the rest of the gang. Then, Bonnie runs off and the toys begin to talk about how much they miss Woody and wonder how he and Bo are doing. The scene shifts to Bo and Woody and they are talking. And Woody doesn't look very happy. He mentions how Duke Boom, Ducky, and Bunny have now found kids of their own. And how he is missing Buzz and the gang. Bo tells Woody that it's okay and that she's really enjoying traveling with the carnival. Giggle McDimples chimes in and agrees with Woody that it would be nice to have a kid of their own. Next, we return to Buzz and the gang. It's Bonnie's birthday, and they are all excited to see what new toys Bonnie will get. Bonnie opens all her gifts, but no toys. Instead, she receives an iPad, which makes her really happy because it's something she wanted for such a long time. The toys are confused because they have never seen an iPad before, but they're not worried because they think Bonnie will continue to play with them. Back to Woody and Bo. The carnival is traveling to a beach, and they are thrilled because the carnival rarely travels to beaches. They are talking with other toys at the carnival, how the other toys are so excited to be won by a kid and find a kid of their own. Meanwhile, back with Buzz. Bonnie rushes into the room. The toys are eager to be played with, but instead, Bonnie hops onto the bed, pushes off Jessie, and starts to play on her iPad all night long. Until her dad walks in and tells her it's time for bed. And he tells her in the morning she needs to pick up her toys because they're all over the floor before she can play with her new iPad. When Bonnie wakes up, she quickly picks up all her toys, shoves them into the closet, and begins to play on her iPad. Jessie panics, fearing that she will be forgotten, just like her previous owner before Andy. Buzz tries to calm her down. Back with Woody. They have arrived at the beach, but the carnival is taking longer to set up due to a large crate on the beach. Bo and Woody wonder what could be inside. Then someone opens it. They discover it contains a lot of Buzz figures. The people then close the door but don't lock it and leave. Bo and Woody go over to the crate and then Buzz figures jump out and start acting like Buzz from the first movie. These Buzzes take over the carnival, bossing all the other toys around. Back with Buzz, the toys are starting to feel worried because they haven't been played with in such a long time. Buzz comes up with an idea, suggesting that the only toy that would know what to do is Woody. When Bonnie's asleep, they take her iPad and search up where the carnival is, and they find the carnival's location. Then Buzz and Jessie decide they need to go leave and go find Woody. Meanwhile, at the carnival, the Buzz figures are starting to lock up the other toys because they believe they are aliens and dangerous. They also lock up Woody and Bo. Back with Bonnie, the toys try various ways to get played with again, but nothing is working. Then Jessie and Buzz find the carnival and confront the other Buzz figures. They manage to fight them off and find Woody and Bo. They explain the situation and convince Woody to come back with them, although Bo is hesitant. After some encouragement from Giggle McDimples, Woody, Buzz, and Jessie, Bo joins them. Before leaving, they make sure all the Buzz figures are dead. They head back to Bonnie's house and return to the rest of the gang, sharing a touching moment about how much they missed each other. Then they look at Bonnie with her iPad, and Woody looks at the other toys and says, Wait, I have 3 possible endings in mind. So the first one goes something like this. Woody looks at the other toys and says, let's all be lost toys, because that is the best way. He tells them that he and Bo have been so much happier being free. The other toys agree, and they decide to be lost toys together. The end. The next possible ending could go something like this. Woody looks at the other toys and says, "We need to help Bonnie realize what she is missing out on." Then, when Bonnie goes to sleep, they take her iPad and all sit beside her on the bed. When she wakes up, she realizes that her toys are fun and that she doesn't need to be on her iPad all the time. Woody and Bo decide to stay, and they're all happy. The end. This one is the weakest ending out of the three. Now, on the third ending, probably the least likely to happen, but it's the most interesting. And it goes like this. Woody looks at the other toys and says, "We need to see what the iPad really is." When Bonnie's asleep, they take the iPad and start exploring it, opening apps, playing games, and doing everything they can to learn more about the iPad. Then, Woody sees something that surprises them all. A news article about a man who started a toy company, and his name is Andy. The toys start reading about him and watch an interview with him. In the interview, Andy mentions that he gave away his childhood toys and really wishes he had them for his kids of his own. The toys know that is Andy, and they decide that they need to go back and find Andy. The end. This ending might be my favorite. And I know everyone doesn't want more Toy Story films, but Toy Story 6 following the toys going back to Andy could be very interesting. That ending is very unlikely to happen. But if it does, oh man, that would be awesome. Disney Pixar, take my ideas. I have pretty good ideas for Toy Story 5. Now comment down below which ending is your favorite ending and what are your predictions for Toy Story 5.
You just remember what your old pal said, or you got a friend